So I am at the Bryant Ridge Shelter. It is a huge shelter. Towering is the word in all trails about it. Has a big upper level. I was quiet inside because I'm shocked to find no indication that someone's here. But then actually when I walked in, I thought I heard something moving upstairs. And it could be somebody upstairs that's just, doesn't want to be known. Virtually, if not absolutely, no camping area. I hadn't seen anything for a place to put up a tent. Maybe you could put something up down over there a little bit, but it wouldn't be a good spot. Fire ring, as you see, picnic table. There's a little stream right here. It's just off the trail, less than 50 yards off the trail. Big, looks dry. Room for a lot of people. Got, a couple benches and places to set stuff up inside the structure area undercover. Picnic table is not undercover, that would be nice, but and I know there's a privy here, but I don't know where it is. Oh, by the way, it is a little after 6. I am 2 hours into my hiking day. I'll talk more about that later when I can speak up and not work. So it is a gorgeous day so far. Night hiking, huge plus. Glad I didn't talk more or louder back at the shelter. There was definitely somebody sleeping upstairs. I sat there for a while and did, got a drink and had a snack and looked ahead a little bit for the day. Make sure I didn't need to camel up and get water because there were more water sources, stuff like that. Kind of tried to plan out my day a little bit, as best you can. It's hard to do because you don't know what the trail's going to give you. At 8 o'clock in the morning, I've already got 2,300 feet of up-in ascent and a little over 1,000 feet of descent. If I get to where I want to today, I got another, like almost 3,500 feet of up to go, to go. So most up I've had in, over a month. Going to be back up over 4,000 feet. Haven't done that in a while. And I mean, we started today at under 1,000. So up over 1 and down, and now I'm up. The rest of the day is up. I have almost no more down to do. Not a huge flower guy, obviously. Fake taking all the video. I like the flowers, but I've seen a ton of lady slippers. I like them. We have them back home. They're mostly pink. I had seen a yellow one before, but it's been years. I mean, more than 20 years since I've seen a yellow lady slipper. So I saw this one and I thought I'd take a video of it. I mean, there's a bunch of pretty flowers here. I mean, there's violets all over the place. I'm not getting any. I got the camera zoomed in, so I'm not as good with it. There's a violet down there. There's whatever those things are right there. There's some, this is just in one spot. I mean, there's more of those pink ones right up there. 2-colored ones, whatever you want to call them. Then there's some 3-pointed ones here. There's some more of those 2-color ones right there. The white and the purple. And then you got all kinds of, little things like this. The little white ones there. And then something I just started to see here recently along the trail is these. These are really pretty. Based on, and you see you got that, and you got the other one behind it. And based on the way these look, it appears that they're only in bloom a very short period of time. Just wanted to share just for a little plant identification, because a lot of people get in trouble with poison ivy on the trail. And yes, this is all poison ivy. See, the leaves are in groups of 3. The new leaves have that shiny reddish. They're all a little shiny, but the new ones have that shiny reddish color. You can see it like this as a vine growing up the tree, which typically is bad because when it gets up the tree, then it has kind of a flowering and it spreads seeds everywhere, which results in you're also seeing it everywhere else. So if I look down here on the ground, there's more poison ivy down here on the ground as well. If you see those little groups of 3, make sure I get it. See, there's poison ivy right there, that little reddish threesome. So, and I mean, this is the trail right here. So try to be careful. It's probably unavoidable at some points, but it should be, you know, something you look for when you go to set your pack down, or certainly if you go to sit on the ground or something like that. Or, heaven forbid, you want to go out into the woods to, you know, dig a cat hole or something like that. Be careful. Look, try to be selective where you go. I am at the Cornelius Creek Shelter. It's probably about a 1/10 off trail. Uphill, a little bit rocky, but not bad. Good fire pit, good sized picnic table outside. Kind of the standard shelter. Doesn't look too bad. One comment I'll make. I know there are people that hike with mouse traps. And you know, that's up to them if they want, I guess. But if you look over there in the corner, there's a dead mouse stuck in a mouse trap. You know, my feeling is if you're going to carry him with you. Don't leave him behind, especially not set, so that, because it's going to draw flies and whatnot. I will dispose of the mouse outside the trap, outside the shelter, before I leave. Oh, there's another. I didn't see it. There's another trap here with another dead mouse in that one. They do work. I mean, again, and I'm not saying, hey, don't use mouse traps. I'm just saying you shouldn't leave them set and leave them here for mice to start rotting and have other people have to take care of it. That's my opinion. Everybody's got one. There was a piped spring on the trail coming up. So the guy that, the hiker that walked up on me while I was filming my 8 o'clock was indeed, that was S'mores. He was indeed the guy that was sleeping in the upper level at the, was it Jennings Creek Shelter when I was videoing there. Tried to be quiet. He did hear me. He said, oh, no problem, I needed to get up anyway. No, you were being quiet. And then while I was standing talking to, S'mores, I think he said his trail name was Showers, came along, and he had been camping on a tent site on a hill before the shelter. I thought when I went by, he hadn't heard me go by, and thought he had his radio going when he said he was watching, he had live TV, the coverage was good, he was watching a baseball game, yeah, whatever. He was talking about going to a campground 26 miles up, I think, from where we were talking. He'd already done like 4, so he's doing crazy days. So to talk to night hiking, frankly, it was a huge success. It was cool this morning. I mean, I actually started walking this morning with my shell on. I got my sun gloves on. I put them on this morning probably because my hands were cold. I've got them on just to provide some protection, though I certainly am not cold anymore. It's more than warm enough. The trail going up, no problem whatsoever with the light. Having it on the trekking pole, it lights really, really well. Going down, not quite as good because you know, you're farther away from that. You're looking farther away, and the pole angle doesn't point the light exactly where you want to step, so it takes a little bit more effort. But definitely was a success, no question about it. I wouldn't be here or even close. And the fact is, I mean, I'm here pre-noon, pre-hottest part of the day, and it's going to get, I'm looking to see what time it is. It's 11:30 right now. So I'm going to go get water. So this is Black Rock Overlook. Those of you who watch my videos know I ain't climbing up on the rocks. There's probably more view over there, but it ain't happening. Nice walking day. A little bit warm. Sometimes there's a breeze, mostly not, unfortunately. Maybe that'll pick up later in the day. I don't know. There's some shade. Pretty good sometimes. Not as much, you know, as there will be a little bit later when all the leaves are out all the way. So this is the top of Apple Orchard Mountain. Something of a view. It's kind of hazy. It's hot and humid today. Hot and hazy. Summer's here, or sort of. You can see most of the trees up high. The leaves aren't out yet. Hasn't been a lot of shade since, you know, like 3,000, little 3,300 feet up and above. I mean, this is looking to the north. Hazy, sorry, best I could do. This thing is a FAA radar. Antenna is what it says. I think it's an air traffic radar. It's not the same as the one we saw back in North Carolina or whatever it was. That was a navigation device. I'm pretty sure this is just a radar dome. Long range air traffic control. Oh yeah, and this stick has the white blaze on it. All right, so I'm gonna keep moving. Poor sense of balance and fear of heights probably makes this harder for me than a lot of people, but there's some serious rock scrambling or climbing or whatever coming down from Apple Orchard Mountain. I mean, I guess it's not technically real hard, but it's really steep. I guess I should have expected to be climbing around on rocks some, because I knew this feature was coming up. This particular rock is called the Guillotine. And yeah, the trail goes right under it. Not particularly a concern for me. Actually, it's kind of nice right here. The rocks are cool. So the air is cool. I'm be worrying about that one on top sliding as much as I am about this one. But either way, the trail goes down this way, some more rock steps. Heading north.